TV.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our Mevo live stream coverage here at the Twin Cities Film Fest sponsored member series. We are offering up our May edition. We're in front of For the Fun of the Game. It is the documentary celebrating the 25-year span of the St. Paul Saints, and our coverage continues. We're lucky enough to have two more integral members of the franchise, of the squad. Derek Scher, the general manager, and Tom Whaley, the executive vice president. Thank you so much for joining us. This is so neat for us to be able to offer this documentary up. We got to speak with Jordan and, of course, Mike about the project. Want to get your take on being a part of this as well. This is probably pretty neat with you, and what I love about the documentary, it's just another slice of the culture of the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and thanks for having us. We're having a blast with this. It was a lot of fun putting it together. Jordan, of course, did all the heavy lifting. It was a lot of fun to get so many different people's thoughts about the 25-year history of the Saints. We all have our own opinions, but to hear it from other people and to get different viewpoints, and the culture is what it is, and we've had a blast for these 25 years, but to hear everybody have a different view of it was great.
Yeah, and this is so neat because Jordan and I didn't really touch on that. We talked about the inner circle and the culture, bringing that out and talking to players and some of the actual members of the franchise. You're talking about getting the fans involved and getting their reactions and highlighting that in the documentary as well, which is such a great part of your story.
Absolutely.
Tom, your thoughts on this documentary bringing the culture of a team that is existing because it wanted to do things differently and knew that it could. The mastermind behind it, you're along with that. Comment on that if you would.
Well, I'm 54, so like you forget half the stuff, and it's great having younger people that remember things.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say. So you remember all the good stuff. But no, it's from the beginning, it really was all just about we're all fans.
Yeah.
Like the folks who have worked with the Saints and the folks who have been the best stewards of it in the end are all fans, and it's really just about being a fan, to be somebody who works for the Saints and does a good job. You're a great baseball fan first and foremost, and so hopefully that comes through, and I believe it does with what Jordan got that out. When you hear Marv Goldklang and Mike Beck talk about it, and some of the folks, Andy Heidekoper, that were there at the beginning, myself included. You get this sense of, man, these if you're a baseball fan, this is like these people are like, this is like me. That's why I love the game, and so hopefully that's what the Saints have been about. It's just been a reflection of what I think are really good baseball fans and the folks who have been the stewards of it. So I hope that comes through. It's just more than anything, it's just been fun.
So much fun. And don't you feel that this is a really fitting encapsulation of that? Because now you have this thing that sort of gives you a big slice of everything that you wanted to bring to life.
Yeah, I'm going to be 79 by the time we do this again. So it's
yeah, right.
I'll be...
But you'll still be with the organization.
Well, I don't know about that.
For the most part.
We'll all be dead by then.
In some form or fashion.
In some form or fashion. Yeah, maybe my ashes will be the outfield.
We'll have an urn in the office.
Or something. Okay, that's good.
So, Derek, talk to us about, because the other thing that I mentioned with both Mike and with Jordan is that, yes, this fun experience and this great culture, but you win ball games.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah.
Except for last year.
Well,
that's true. Tough year last year.
Well, you're your own worst critic. But the year before, you had a Northern Division championship, which have been how many in 25 years?
Holy cow.
And that's the
division championships. Yeah, it's probably been about half of our 25-year history in the playoffs.
How many franchises can say that?
It's been great. Four championships over the 25-year history.
Yep.
We've been to Game 5s in several championship series and come out on the wrong side as well. But it's important to us. I mean, we're certainly known for the experience of coming to a Saints game. We don't spend as much time talking about the baseball as we probably should, but when you really dig into it and you see over 100 players going back into Major League organizations, over 20 players actually going back to play Major League Baseball, that's something we take a ton of pride in. The Kevin Millar story, Darryl Strawberry, J.D. Drew, and then some of the other names that people don't recognize as well, the Tanner Sheppers, guys who have made their way back to the Major League.
Kinsler on TV.
Yeah, Ian Kinsler.
All of this with no professional affiliation, which can't emphasize that enough.
Right.
You're not AAA, you're not AA, you're sort of better than both in a lot of regard for the players.
Some nights.
Again, you're your own worst critic. We're getting to screen this tonight. It's for the fun of the game, and it's brought to us by the St. Paul Saints, our director, Jordan Land. We're getting to talk to Derek Scherer, our general manager of the franchise, along with Executive Vice President Tom Whaley. Thank you so much for being here. We can't wait to screen this, and so cool as well, because this is great for all of you watching. If you're not going to see it tonight, you'll get to see it throughout the season at least once, right? Because there is a post-game screening planned.
Yep, there is.
Has that been set?
I'd have to check with Jordan, actually,
Okay.
the
Yes.
mastermind behind the...
And I always check with him, so the bottom line is we really don't know.
Right,
We
it's
don't
all
know.
We don't
within,
know
but
the
it's
game.
going to happen. And so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for joining us on our Mevo live stream coverage here on our May Insider Series at the Twin Cities Film Fest. I got to be your host tonight, Doug Sidney, and huge thanks to these two, all four that we got to talk to. Go support the Saints again this season.